back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, currently it's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at $113,180. And before we do the top-down analysis, we have to start off here with the 15-minute chart because we have more winning trades. I think I've been having a winning trade every day for the past like 7 or 8 days so far. Now yesterday we made a big move back up to 112. We started retracing a little bit because we were far away from the 21-day moving average, so we didn't know if a falling wedge was going to happen or if we were going to flag out sideways. So I made both patterns to see what happens, and basically both of them actually did hit. The falling wedge would have taken us out to 112,942, and the flag itself would have taken us to $113,804. And as you can see, we hit the measured move exactly of the falling wedge and also of the flag. So congratulations to whoever took this trade. We are in profits. Big win for the Flex Candle community. All right, so let's start off now with the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, we're having a very big candle here so far. We still have 3 days and 6 hours before this candle closes. The stochastics are rolling back up. This is bullish. The 21 moving average is currently at 96,472. Now I do have this in a flag which we're breaking out of at the moment, and this measured move, the yellow, would take us to 135k. In another chart, I also have the weekly flag and a falling wedge from a while back. I made this falling wedge sometime in like January, around there, and this measured move will take us to 117. And guys, we made it close to 114 today. So little by little we're eating up this measured move. Now if we head over to the 3-day chart, we can see that the stochastics still have a lot of room to come up. We're fairly close to the 21 moving average, so we still have more room to go up here. The 2-day chart, the stochastics are just getting to the dotted line. We still have time to run up here, and who knows if we drag here for a while like we did in this scenario over here. We go to the daily chart. This candle closes in about 5 hours and 30 minutes. Yesterday we had a green engulfing candle. It looks like we're getting another green candle today. The 21 moving average crossed the 50 moving average. That's bullish, and the 21 moving average is currently at 107,284. So if all of a sudden we were to fall down, we should have support there. And look at the stochastics. Look at this beauty. We came down, but we came back up. We were going down again. Now we're curving back up. So again, a scenario like this where we're dragging here for a while could be happening. This could be taking Bitcoin to 117, 120, even to 135. Take a look at the other stochastics really quickly. The 22-hour chart still has room to move up. The 12-hour chart as well. The 10-hour, we're starting to round out a little bit, but we could still drag there for a while. The 8-hour chart, we're getting toppy, but again, we could still drag here for a little bit. Now we do have to be careful because we are starting to get away from the 21 moving average a little bit here, which is at 109,083. Just like yesterday, you could see some type of a pullback. Yesterday we got to 112k and we pulled back to like 110,700 around there. But then look at today, when the 21 moving average caught up to price, we were able to go up even higher. 6-hour chart, we're starting to curve a little bit here. You see this big green candle. Now we're starting to form a red one. 21 moving average at 109,448. Now on the 4-hour chart, the stochastics were toppy, but look, we're curving back up similar to the daily. 21 moving average is at 109,544, and this is where I have the inverted head and shoulder here in this kind of like turquoise line. This breaks us out to about 117,775, and we've already broken out of this pattern. So we're only about $4,000 or $5,000 away from hitting this measured move. This is the next big move that I see Bitcoin doing. That would also fulfill the falling wedge on the weekly, taking us to 117 as well. We take a look at the 2-hour chart. Stochastics still have room to come up. On the 1-hour chart as well, we're starting to get toppy, but again, we're far away from the 21 moving average. So same thing as yesterday, we might have to go sideways and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price, or we might have to fall down and touch price before we get another big move up. Take a look at the 15-minute chart. As you can see, we're starting to curve down. The same scenario as yesterday, where we don't know if we're going to go sideways or we're going to do a falling wedge. So we're going to do the same thing here again and leave this prepped up for tomorrow. So let's make our patterns and let's start cooking this for tomorrow. So if the falling wedge plays out like it kind of looks like it might, since the stochastics are toppy, this should take us all the way up to 114,866, close to 115,000. Now, if we draw a flag and I go sideways, this measured move would take us all the way to 116,165. So pretty much the same scenario as yesterday. Are we doing a falling wedge to meet up with the 21 moving average, or are we going sideways and letting the 21 moving average meet us? This is our next play here, guys. I am super bullish right now on Bitcoin, especially with the stochastics on the weekly and the daily curving back up. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.